Okay, I'm back with question 19 in exercise 10.2. So let's go back to the question first. Start there. All right. How much more will you have in your RRSP 30 years from now if you start to contribute $1,000 per year at the end of this year instead of waiting 5 years to begin contributing $1,000 at the end of each year? Assume that funds earn 8% compounded annually in the RRSP. Now this answer should convince everyone when they finish their schooling, you're all going to start contributing sooner rather than later. So, all right. So basically what we need to find is if you started contributing right now and you contributed for 30 years at $1,000 per year at the end of every year, at 8% compounded annually, how much would you have? So what would be the future value? If you waited 5 years, so you contributed for 25 years at $1,000 at the end of every year at 8%, how much would you have? And then you can compare to find out how much more you would have if you started sooner. So this is, I'm going to pick this question because it showcases another good effect from using the calculator, one of the benefits. So you put 8 as your interest per year. Your payment per year is 1 because it's annual, and the compounding is also 1, so you just put in 1 and enter. For 30 years, so 30 is your N, 0 as your present value. Your payment, it's outgoing, it's negative $1,000. You compute your future value, and your answer is $113,283. So that's if you started contributing now for 30 years. Now, if you were using the formula, you'd have to go and plug the numbers in again and rework the whole thing. But because we're using the calculator, it stores everything that we entered up here is now still in the calculator. So it's good and bad, because if you need to change it, like, you have to make sure that you change everything, that you don't miss one, because it'll keep the last number. But if you are doing a question like this, it keeps all the information. So the only thing that's changing in this question is we're going from 30 years to 25 years. So instead of redoing everything, you just put in 25 as your N. All the information, the other information stays the same. Then you compute your future value, and you get $73,106. So how much more will it be worth if you start contributing now rather than waiting 5 more years? It's an extra $40,000 is what the result is. So aside from learning the fact about the calculator keeping the values and how much easier it is now just to calculate the one little change, you should all be really eager now to start contributing to your RRSP sooner rather than later, because look at the difference. All right, guys, that's it for that question.